A Voyage Without My Father. An Introduction. A Life Cut Short. Life Lessons Learned. When my father passed, and for reasons that I still cannot fully comprehend, I was not allowed to visit him in hospital, and ultimately was not there to say goodbye and tell him I loved him before he died. This has been, and remains to this day, a deep regret that has coloured my attitude to life, my reactions to life events, and relationships, both personal and business. All this has led me in my 70s to write A Voyage Without My Father. It is addressed to men in particular who have been affected by the loss of a parent, male or female, through death, divorce, or them just walking out. Why men in particular? Because through my research it is evident that it is men who don't talk about this traumatic event and give voice to their feelings and how it has impacted their lives. But of course, I recognize that women also suffer undisclosed trauma and have to cope with the pain of the death of a loved one. I hope, therefore, that within these pages are processes and ideas that give them the tools to help themselves and their partners. In this book, I relate my personal experiences of growing up without a father, as well as telling the stories of others who have grown up without the guiding hand of a loving parent and had to deal with this life-shaping situation. Some, as with me, have had to face those moments in life where the presence of a mother or a fatherly role model would have been of immense comfort and value. Others, like my brother, who at the age of 17 had to become the head of the family, a position that he was ill prepared for and in the early years prevented him from pursuing a cherished career. It also affected his attitude to me, his baby brother, whom he had now to look after, as well as my attitude to him for assuming a fatherly role, which I resented. I want to share the coping strategies that I and others have had to adopt to deal with the pressure and emptiness that we face when the feeling of loss becomes too acute. When the imagined voices of our parent whispers in our ear and tells us that we have done well, or have not. Or when those subdued traumatic experiences bring all those unresolved emotions once more to the surface. I hope that by reading my story it will add clarity, offer consolation, and the realization that those sublimated feelings should be aired. This is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength.